Hello dear students, I hope you all are fine at your home. Dear student, myself Jyoti Adgudi and I will be handling the science subject for your class. Yes dear students, welcome back to the science class for the academic year 2021 and 22. Dear students, this year you are having complete one science textbook. Yes, in your previous classes you have studied semester wise book, but this year you are having complete one science textbook. So in that we are having total 17 chapters. How many chapters we are having? Totally 17 chapters we are having. For first semester I will be dealing till 8 chapters, and for the second semester from 9 chapter to the 17 chapter. Okay, so this is the how I have divided the content here. For the first semester we are having from lesson number 1 to lesson number 8, and for the second semester we will continue with again from lesson number 9 to the 17. So here is the first lesson. Okay, the first unit. In the first unit we are having food. Food, where does it come from? This lesson today in this video class I will deal with only the introduction of your lessons here. So in the first lesson we are having about the food here, sources of food, from where we are getting the food. That all we will study in this first lesson. Like we will have the sources of food as the consumers, okay, what are the producers. Next we are having herbivores, carnivores and omnivores. These all the points we will be studying in this lesson number 1. And the next lesson is the components of food. Yes, as you have already studied in your previous class, yes, the nutrients. Okay, there are totally 7 nutrients in our present in our food. Total there are 7 essential nutrients which are present in our food. Okay, about those 7 nutrients in detail we will study in the components of food. Okay, in the next third lesson here is about fiber to fabric. In this lesson we will study about the fibers. Again, the different types of fibers we are going to study. The history of a clothing. Okay, again there are 2 types of fibers are there: animal fibers and the plant fibers, natural fibers. Okay, these all the things we are going to study in the third lesson. Next, in the fourth lesson we will study about the sorting materials into the group here. Okay, in this lesson we will study about the classification of materials. Okay, on the basis of some of the properties we are going to study about the materials, the states of matter. There are 3 states of matter as you all studied in your lower classes. Yes, solid, liquid and gaseous. These 3 states of matter and the properties of matter also we are going to study in the fourth lesson, that is sorting materials into group. Okay dear students, in the next lesson here is a separation of substances. Okay, here in this lesson again we are studying about the composition of materials, how the materials are made up of. Okay, in this we will study about the atoms, elements, molecules, compound, mixtures. Okay, these all the things we are going to study in this fifth lesson, that is separation of substances. Okay, next is the changes around us. Okay, changes around. Here we will study about the types of changes. Yes, in our day to day life we will see the many changes in our surroundings. Okay, here again there are the types of the changes are the reversible change and irreversible change, and again on the depending upon the whether how the new substance is formed or no, depending upon that again we are having the 2 types of changes, that is a physical change and a chemical change. Okay, that types we will study in this lesson, and about the rusting concept also we are going to study in this lesson. Okay, this is all about the 6th chapter, that is changes around us. Next, in the unit 3 we will study about the things around us. Yes dear students, in our surrounding we will see the many things. Those may be the living things or the non-living things. Okay, here in this lesson we will study the characteristics of the living things we are going to study. Okay, we are having some of the characteristics. As a example for a living thing is a human being we can give. Okay, what are the characteristics of the living things? Then what is a cell, tissue, then what are the unicellular organism and multicellular organisms. Those all things we'll study in this lesson here. Again, we are having some of the characteristics also in detail we'll study in the lesson. Okay, next lesson here is the 8th lesson, that is the living organism, characteristics and its habitats. The 8th lesson is the living organism. Here we will study about the biomes and the interdependence between the biotic and abiotic world. Here we are having the biomes, the types of biomes we are having. The total we are having the 5 types of biomes here, like forest, desert, aquatic, grassland and tundra biome. About these all in detail we will study in this 8th chapter, that is the living organism, its characteristics and habitat. So for your first semester I will be dealing these 8 lessons. Okay, and for the next second semester we will study about the remaining lesson. As you are having only one science textbook, in this only we have divided the first semester and second semester. So dear students, what you have to do is, when the video, you will get the video, you have to watch the video completely. Then in the rough book, okay, you have to use the rough book for the point purpose or whatever the homework we will be sending, that you have to write in a rough book only. And 1 200 page king size notebook is for the science fair book. Okay, in that you have to write only the exercise part. Okay, after the completion of each lesson I will be sending the question answers PDF. Okay, that you have to write it in your fair book. Leaving that, you should not write anything in your fair book. You have to follow this one. Okay, your fair book should be clean and neat. Okay dear students, in the next video we'll start with the first unit, that is food. Okay, in that first lesson is food, where does it come from. In the next video we'll start with the first lesson and we'll continue with the lesson. So dear students, till that, have a nice day. Thank you. Bye.